And you were like, oh, can we do it in a bit? And then
I think I was anti-Jersey Club initially.
And then I just hit play. I hit play and you turned around and went, what is this? That was my version of it.
Okay, I like your version. Yeah.
And it was like really just, it was exactly a half step away from being in tune with anything ever. So, but that was why it was great.
This episode is being supported by Tape It. If you currently use voice notes to record your ideas, you should try Tape It instead. How did you come up with this? What happened first?
Well, I think we kind of remember this differently because I remember...
I want to hear your take.
Well, yeah, I remember how this song came about and you were like, I don't remember that at all. So my memory of it is we were in your kitchen in London.
We were definitely in London, agree.
Okay. Where do you think we were?
You were about to leave mine, and I was like, let me play this thing. And you were like,
it was in the kitchen.
It in a bit?
That's not what happened.
Okay, do your story.
We were in the kitchen. Maybe I was about to leave, but I wasn't like, no.
You were like, can we do it in a bit?
Okay, whatever. You played me a very like infantile beginning of the track of Club Classics, and at that point in time you had used, and I mean it's still in there, you had taken a piece of my vocal from an interview that I had done, and we're not going to say which interview it is because we don't want to get in trouble, but it's out there, and you had chopped up my vocal and put it over this track, and that was kind of like the beginnings of this track. And you were like, do you like this? And I in my memory I was like, yes. And immediately I was like, oh, I have this idea, because I was like, I really want to do this song called Club Classics where I talk about everyone's music that I like to hear when I go out, which is, you know, yours, Sophie's, Hudmo, Mike Skinner. And then immediately I was like, when I go to the club I want to hear those Club Classics. I was like, do you think this is cool? And you were like, yeah. And it actually reminded me of when we were doing the Welcome to My Island remix when we were on holiday. And I was like, do you think it's lame if I just go, welcome to my island, bitch? And you were like, no, I think it's good. So it was like that process. That's right. How I remember.
No, it's not a million miles away from that. I just remember trying to catch you whilst you were trying to leave, being like, oh, I was really excited about this thing. I was like, I've just found this shop and like we should do like Jersey Club, like kick pattern. And you were like, oh, can we do it in a bit? And then I think I was
anti-Jersey Club initially.
And then I just hit play. I hit play and you turned around and went, what is this? That was my version of it.
Okay, I like your version.
Romanticised probably, I don't know which elements.
That's cool.
You cancelled the flight, you were like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Do you have that, George? Do you have that thing that you would have played Charlie?
Yeah, I found...
You sent it to me. It's definitely on your phone.
I found the version last night when I was making sure these sessions were here. I found the version I sent to Alex and was like, you need to get on this. I don't know whether this was like a few days after the conception or... Yeah, this is the earliest one I could find.
Yeah, sure.
And it's like half the structure, kind of...
This is from LA.
Right now.
There's no vocals.
Oh, okay.
Right now,
Yeah.
it's like right now. Yeah.
But that voice is the chop from the
That's
interview.
Charlie,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that is, yeah.
Right now.
And then mine just horrible chords.
No, they're cool.
It's all in there, really.
Yeah. I knew that I didn't like the sound of those chords, but it was doing something.
Right now. It's like right now.
But I guess the key thing is that vocal sample combined with the beat is that's the essence
Also,
of it.
we were talking about, I was like, is this just too close to Fatboy Slim? Right?
What? Which? Oh, right here, right now.
Yeah. And you were like, what?
That didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, I was like worried that it was just a dud.
No. No. I mean, I think the cool thing
Do you
about
think I just opened a can of worms?
yeah, that and the interview, the mysterious
Yeah,
interview.
yeah.
No, I think the really cool thing about this track, and actually a lot of your work, is I think like vocal chops really kind of like drive a lot of like really interesting instrumentals that you make, like, and
Yeah.
that to me is really I find that really kind of just like pleasing and
I think
fun
that was
to
our,
listen to,
that
even
was
when it's
our
not my
common
work.
ground initially.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
totally,
Like
yeah.
the first times we worked together, that was definitely the thing that I knew that we had in common. And also it's a product of like, I can't play an instrument, so I had to make sure that...
That's what do you mean? You're literally a drummer.
No, sorry. In the studio, I can't, like, I don't write on an instrument. I don't...
Got you,
So
yeah.
I had to make sure that I can...
Right.
manipulate vocals and, like, program things. So...
Yeah.
This episode is being supported by Tape It. If you, like so many of our guests, use voice notes to capture your ideas, you are going to love Tape It. It is the iPhone recording app designed specifically for musicians and songwriters. With Tape It, you can record straight from your lock screen, set markers, add notes, and even include photos of settings. Plus, there's cloud sync, you can import your old voice notes, and to stay on top of it all, Tape It has great labeling features like automatic instrument detection. And all of the above is free. If you currently use voice notes, switching to Tape It is a no-brainer. But that's not all. Tape It has the option to upgrade to using 2 microphones on your iPhone, along with gentler dynamic compression to give a much more natural sound than any of the usual apps. And we have a special offer of a whole month of this high-quality recording for free. Just head to tape.it/tape notes to try it for yourself and see what a difference it makes. So we've got the first demo. You've sent it to A.G. Cook and said you should
Didn't
get
even know.
on this, or-
I joined pretty late, and I did all my work on George's laptop, from what I remember.
That doesn't discredit
No,
the
no,
work.
I'm just saying it was, just
Yeah.
that yours in LA, like, quite a bit after. You'd already done more vocal stuff
Yeah.
and a lot of things, and it was really just, making the chords and some of the chords into bass things more epic. And also what's funny is I think when most of the things we've done, as in when George and I work on a file, it's a lot of like me muting stuff.
Yeah.
Which I like to, and because you've got a very, like, even if it is minimal, you've got this detailed.
Yeah, there was
more
too many
high
things that were
def.
just in and then staying in.
And that's always just fun for me. I really enjoy like waiting around things with lots of parts and being like, oh, we could remake this and like turn these 5 things off.
Yeah, in my head, the timeline was like, we had this, we vocaled on kind of this a bit.
Yeah, at my
Then
place in LA.
I remember-
Well, no,
yeah.
before that, didn't you do the crazy bass?
That was just before I showed it to you and Alex, and I was like, guys, I don't know about this bass.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, it's
the best
great.
part, yeah.
It's the best part. Well, you were upstairs in my studio. I have a studio in my house in LA, and I think you were working with the door open. And
"What's
I
this
was like,
racket?"
what is going on up there? What's this like dubstep thing?
But I remember
that's
one of the
happening?
first things Alex did was mute the drums over the break with the gang vocal and that bass, which is arguably the biggest point of the song.
Well, just to make it so, it's just so,
It's a hands up
so
moment.
bratty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what should we hear?
I'm going to open the oldest one and see what that is.
So scary.
Yeah, it's live.
Let me just see if...
Oh, okay. So this is the first day of that. Yeah. Let me find one with a vocal though.
Where did you guys even record that vocal?
In
So
LA.
in the same room. In
Yeah.
LA, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So this will be in the studio in your house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first vocal was sort of very lackluster attempt on my behalf, I think. Very one take. I'm not even sure if I did lyrics to begin with, or if it was just kind of a scratch of like the Club Classics chorus idea. Can't really remember.
I remember you doing did you do the gang vocal the same
'cause
day?
I kind of like ad-libbed that.
Yeah, you were
Put
like, is this
jazz and
mental?
dance. Yeah.
And it was
wasn't-
like really it was exactly a half step away from being in tune with anything ever. So, but that was why it was great. And I was like, I'm not
No,
gonna...
you did
I
tune.
s-
You
no, I
did
didn't,
tune
I
it a
didn't,
bit.
I
You
didn't.
did. You
I moved-
did.
I grabbed the whole gang and pushed it half a
Moved it.
semitone.
That's not auto tune. That's fine.
That's not Melodyne or auto-tune.
Yeah.
No. It's very different.